use your God power to get everything you ever wanted and live the life of your dreams. The Master's Course. Copyright 2010 by Richard Lee McKim Jr. All rights reserved. Let the quest for knowing begin. The one that we are most interested in here is recognizing that there is always a benefit in every situation. Of course, we can rephrase it to be, every situation has unlimited possibilities, and we can elicit from it whatever matches our meaning of it. That is to say, whatever you think of the situation is what you will elicit from it, and what it will become for you. If you think that it has been a total loss, then it has. If you think that everything is always working out for you, albeit in mysterious ways, then it is. Henry Ford once said, if you think you can, or if you think you can't, you're right. Whatever you think of the situation is what that situation is for you. The more thought you give to the possibility of receiving benefits and opportunities as a result of the situation, the more you will discover. By the power of resonance, as you begin to notice the benefits and are vibrating a frequency that this may have been a good thing, you will see more and better things and less bad things. Even the losses that you once thought you had will somehow change into gains and benefits. When you have completed this step, you will have realized that not only did you not really suffer a loss, but you have actually realized significant gains in understanding, learning, and you could have even been financially better off and experiencing more happiness as a result. By this point in your enlightenment, you have not only released your bad feelings for the person whom you blamed before, but you have even taken responsibility for it yourself. Additionally, you have now recognized that it actually ended up benefiting you in some ways that you never thought of before. However, you still think that it really shouldn't have happened in the first place. So let's look at our illustration. So far, we got 3 out of 4, so that's pretty good. Upset and angry about it? No longer upset about it? Feeling good. You've released that. Somebody else's fault? No. You have total domain over your reality. Nobody can create in your experience. Even if you have a bad thing, hey, you did it, but that's okay, because it was you. You have the power. You're not going to give that power to anybody. Nobody has power in your experience but you. Claim it. Keep it. That's power. The moment you say that other people can come in and do things in your experience and affect you and influence you and make you feel bad is the moment you give away your autonomy. Don't do it. Keep it. It's yours. You created it. The moment you take control of your responsibility and you even claim the things that others have done to you as your creation, you will feel the power that you have. And the moment you feel the power, you can wield that power in any way you want. So, somebody else's fault? No. It was your creation. You may not have liked it, but you know what? You did it. Good for you. You experienced a loss? Nope. You have benefited greatly. You're feeling good about that. So, now that you've looked at it from the other side and you think, well, maybe I gained something from it, all of a sudden you recognize that you have. In fact, often later in life, people think something horrible had happened to them before and somebody had done this horrible thing to them. But you know what? Later on, they say, hey, I learned something from that, and right now it's benefiting me big time. If it hadn't happened, I wouldn't be having the benefits right now. But at this point in the enlightenment, we're almost there, but you still think it, great, I forgave the guy, great, I've taken responsibility for it, good. I actually experienced some gains, but all in all, it still shouldn't have happened. So we're almost there. Now we're going to cover that one next. Meant to be. When you have completed this step, you will have realized that this was actually a good thing that happened to you. After all, you've not only realized that you have gained many benefits from the experience, but you now also realize that you are the only one who has power in your experience. In fact, if you give enough thought to this whole situation, you'll be glad that it happened. There will be so much more overall benefits that you have received than lost that it almost seems like you are glad that it happened. You are actually appreciative that it even occurred. When you are in the place to recognize that everything is working out for you, no matter how it happens, it always turns out to be a benefit and a blessing. You realize that it not only should have happened, but it was meant to happen. You needed this event to happen in your growth and evolvement. The world is full of people who grew up with abuse and then wrote best-selling books or gave them courage and determination to make it on their own. Those events made them who they are. If it were not for those experiences, they would have been very different people. For those who continue to suffer from past circumstances, it is not because of the situations themselves, but instead because of how they are responding to it, the meaning they have given it and still give it. Remember, situations are always neutral. If in their bigger picture they were meant to overcome this pain, they would be reading this book or would have found another way to grow from it. It is not our place to say that the experience they are creating for themselves isn't their chosen path. Perhaps, in due time, they will pop out of it and become what they were heading for. They could be in a cocoon stage right now, just developing themselves and growing inside until they emerge as a beautiful butterfly. Remember that we chose the place and circumstances of our point A when we incarnated here at Camp Earth. Nothing in your life experience was by accident, nor was it a mistake. Every single event has a purpose and is leading you to your point B, not for the purpose of arriving at point B, but for the purpose of the experiences along the way. No matter where you have gone, and no matter what your situation has been or is now, if you look down at your feet, you will realize that not only have you never strayed from your path, but you have always been on it and moving in the right direction. When you have the experiences of the harmless chickenpox as a kid, you may find it to be a nuisance and inconvenient, but it will save you when you're older from getting the shingles, which at an older age could be deadly. Because you can't see into the future, you can't know what great benefits you are gaining now in whatever situation you find yourself. Just know that everything that happens in your experience was not only meant to be, but it needed to be. At this final step of enlightenment and higher consciousness, you realize that everything is good and is always working out for you. Not only is it better for you now, but it was always good for you, even though you couldn't see it. Know that every situation in your experience is not only beneficial for you, but it is a blessing for you and was meant to be. Okay, now, let's look at this illustration here. We finally covered all 4 topics. Upset and angry about it? You're no longer upset about it because you forgave the person. Is somebody else's fault? No, it can't be, because you are the sole autonomous creator of your reality. Nobody has power over your reality but you. Claim it. You experience a loss? No. Actually, it turned out that you've gained a lot of benefits from it. There's always the benefits there. It can't be one without the other. But now that you've given it some thought and recognized that there must be some benefits there and look for them, you recognize that the benefits far outweigh the losses. In fact, the losses may look like they're benefits now. Maybe you lost your home, but you know what? You moved to a new location and you're doing better than ever. Hey, you needed that to happen. Shouldn't have happened? Now you're saying, I'm glad this happened. You're feeling great. My God, look at your vibrations. All 4 of them are positive vibrations. Your health is good. You feel good about it. You're not angry about it anymore. You don't have any of those negative emotions. You are feeling on top of your game. You are the sole person in charge of your reality. Nobody has influence over you. You are always benefiting. Things are always working out for you. And it doesn't matter what happens. It is meant to happen. and you're getting something out of it, and thank God for it. Here it says, next time you are feeling upset about something, try using this system to bring your thinking up to a higher level. After you practice using this 4-step system, and you have a situation that comes up, you will just go straight to step number 4 and say, you know what? It was meant to be. And be done with it. It works great that way.
Options. Now activating the next video, play options. 1 moment please. Click on the green arrow to start watching the next video. Or, click on the red arrow to start watching the prior video. Or, click on the tan arrow to go to the main course menu and guide, with links to all course chapters, excerpts, and special reports. Up next, special video options. Click on your choice of course videos, menus, and excerpts. Now switching to the special video options menu and activating the video selection buttons. Click on your selection number to start watching the video. "15 seconds till we switch to the next page with the free download information. Pause the video now if you need more time to review the available selections." This is the end of this course video. Its video number is listed above. To watch the next video, simply click on the next video in number sequence. Thank you.